Hello everybody, welcome to Checkmate Gaming. Today is the first episode of a new series based in Iberia and on the Iberian Struggle DLC. Each episode will be focused on an achievement and I will gain as many achievements as possible in one campaign, creating a series. This episode will be about the legacy of the Campeadores, or the legendary Rodrigo El Cid. I will begin my campaign as King Alfonso VI of Leon, the favourite son of Ferdinand I. Iberian Pieces, 15th of September 1066 AD. When the old King Ferdinand I passed away, his three sons all inherited a piece of his Iberian kingdom. Greed, ambition, and holy wars soon pushed the Iberian Peninsula to boil, and the bonds between family members started to fray. Are any of the Fernandez siblings strong or cunning enough to emerge victorious over the rest? How will war and diplomacy mold the Iberian Peninsula? King Alfonso IV, 26. The middle son and his father's favourite, Alfonso inherited the rich middle kingdom of Leon. He moved on to outsmart and subjugate both his brothers, and he ruled over the reunited kingdom of his father. Through political and familiar diplomacy and aggression, do you have what it takes to unite the three kingdoms under one banner? The Iberian struggle. The Iberian Peninsula is in turmoil, a conflict born of its storied past. Outsiders covet the land, and the great Muslim and Christian powers seek a way to sway its people. Those who live and die on its soil will ultimately determine its fate. Okay, so fittingly, we are of a skullduggery lifestyle. However, we're on a seducing tree, and I think we're probably going to reset the perks and head down the schema tree. And that's because we're not going to diverge too far from the what happened during this time. We're going to try and murder King Sancho the Strong. We're also going to declare war on Garcia of Galicia for his kingdom. We're just going to station all our troops as we prepare for war. One thing that did happen was Sancho and Alfonso teamed up against Garcia and split his realm in two. So we're going to try and murder King Sancho. There's also rumors, as far as I know, that weren't written by contemporary people about a relationship between Ursula, the sister of these three brothers, and King Alfonso. On this game, it is depicted, which is handy for us because we are going to use that to gain the legacy of the Campeadores achievement, because our sister Ursula is actually also our lover. So we're going to convince her to get with Rodrigo El Cid Campeadore as soon as we can find him. There he is. So for the time being, we're going to sway him. Oh, Visigoth votive crown. That's cool. Diplomacy plus per level of devotion +1. That's cool. Monthly piety +15%. However, monthly prestige -10. We'll equip it. Thank you. So, could get with Toledo or Toledo and gain a powerful alliance with the Emir there, and we'll be able to inherit that realm. Zahida, Dunahid, you shall be married to me, and that way we can declare war on Garcia and have a strong alliance to back it up. We are just going to take the stress penalty for the time being. Study the art of scheming. World of schemes awaits. So we're going to strategize deceitful schemes, and we're going to make sure we're notified every time that's available. That's going to be pretty handy. Let's declare war for our claims, which is the entire realm, before Sancho gets his strong hands on it. So the rally point will be at Pravia, and we'll head south into his territories and besiege the town of Astorga. Call in our ally, and we shall create an accolade with a manipulated trait, which will help us with our schemes, and disciplinarian levy reinforcement rate plus 10%. That's pretty damn good, I think. So the speed in which our levies reinforce will be faster. Knight of the Hound, Knight of the Lark. I believe a lark is a small bird, which clearly must have been depicted in some kind of sneaky sort of way back then. And let's seek a worthy successor for that. Whoa, the Pope has what? Granted the Duke of Portugal the County of Salamanca. Okay. So, the Duke of Portugal is obviously a threat, as he was. Ah, look, King Sancho wants me to empty my entire treasury to help him, to help me. I don't think it's worth it. Schemes being discovered. That's fine, we'll use that treasury money and empty it on bribes to help us murder him. Arrange a marriage with Navarra. I'm going to say no, because she's my cousin and I don't know what that will do to the inheritance at the moment in time. The moment in time we're trying to crop people out of it, so it goes me, Ursula, and then Ursula and Elsie's baby. Okay, I hope you're not afraid of spiders, and we managed to kill him, which is fantastic. However, everyone knows it was me, which isn't as fantastic because everyone hates me now. We can invite Rodrigo to court, though, and pay for his expenses, which will make him like us more. So we've inherited all of Castile, and his house banner. We'll put it over there. It looks lovely. And so that's one phase of the operation complete. Next, we must convince Ursula to marry Rodrigo and have his babies instead of mine, which they couldn't do openly anyway. So let's send her a gift, which that hasn't done anything to dissuade her from hating me at the moment in time. We could... Let's try and fabricate a hook. Or maybe just grant her some titles. Yeah, sure that'll make her like me more. Yeah, that's making her come around. Let's have a look if she's willing to now. No? Okay, how about a couple more counties then? east. Oh yeah, she really likes that. She'll marry anyone I say now. And of course matrilineal, so we can carry on playing and get the achievement. So now we will have Alcid's genes in our blood. Next we need the Kingdom of Valencia, which will take time for now. At this point in time, we still need to crop the family tree, and we not only need to take Garcia's realm, but we also need to end his life. Victory after besieging a couple of places. Okay, and we gained our other brother's dynasty banner and stick it up on the side there. So we'll start a scheme to murder him, as when we tried to bust down the doors of his capital, he wasn't even in there. He was out in the wild, raiding our territories. So unfortunately, I couldn't keep it in my pants as King Alfonso the Fourth, and I have created a baby, and that means there's a new heir in the way of me and my beloved sister Ursula and her children. So that means I'm likely to do something awful. Okay, so I've imprisoned my wife, and I'm feeling much better. I've lost my ill tree, so swings and roundabouts. So he wants to pay the ransom, and we can't allow that. He wants to pay the ransom for his daughter, i.e. my wife, because she cannot live. Unfortunately, we cannot trust ourselves to procreate with you. We cannot divorce you, as head of faith does not like us, so you must leave this way. At the same time, I have also poisoned my other brother, and now all that's left is my daughter. Which, look, well, lead by example, and monarchy's done worse things and been forgiven. However, on the upside, my new heir is Ursula, which is brilliant. So now I will try and offer guardianship to my niece, which is Elsid's daughter, which is who we want to assume the throne, unless they give birth to a son. What's this? All the guests in my castle sip on wine and glut themselves on gossip without to get. Duke Nino approaches the throne. It seems the only way to break the chains around our necks. Slip both of yours and mine. He conceals his sword and pulls forth. What? He lashes at Ursula. Oh dear Lord! He's tried to assassinate us, Duke of Portugal. So I'm going to blind him and imprison him. He can't afford his ransom. Thank you very much for treating my wounds, even though you hate me, dear court physician. Roger. Okay. Look, end of passion. Should I break up with Ursula now? Oh dear.
Hell hath no fury. She's scorned. She didn't want to break up. That's made her become my rival. So I'm going to try and sway her. In case the old saying is correct. Hell hath no fury as a woman scorned. So I'm going to defend the realm from this raid from the Canary Islands. Ah, success. I've been murdered. I wonder if it was my heir, Ursula. So she did hate me. Okay, I only died at 36, so it looks like she had a load of troops out ready for a coup d'etat, so it might have been her. She is a steward, and quite a good one at that. She's got an entire skill tree there. Okay, let's try and get El Cid to become our lover. As we want more children, and so it looks like at this point in time we're going to lose a couple of realms, so I may have to disinherit one of my daughters in order to stabilize the realm. Until then, I'm going to declare war on the Emir of Toledo. My allies forsaken me. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see if we can get an alliance with the King of Aragon, who's also a murderer. This this region is terrible, and we will be betrothed to his son and heir, matrilineally, of course, and he won't join the war either. Cowards. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Let's hold court out of desperation and see if we can get any help that way. No, just people out for themselves. And get a strong hook on one of our realm priests. It's useless to me. Goddamn traitors. So, how to deal with this? He is successfully dealing with a rebellion at this point in time. Citing report, they have entered our territories. Development, growth, or gold? Let's take the gold. Just buy out a ton of mercenaries. And that way we can overwhelm the enemy. We'll raise our troops in Burgos, quite far away from the battlefield, as it may take them time to rally. They will RV at a stop short at Olmedo with almost 1,000 mercenaries. We will then cut them off and flank round. They had great strong defensive positions, but it appears that El Cid is victorious and he is worthy of his name. We will now move into their territories and take what we came here for, a foothold on the other side of this mountain range. Finally, Rodrigo has become our lover. Okay, let's get him to help us manage our domain to maximize our profits. Then attack the enemies again. So we withdraw to defensive positions. So we'll just get some levies and reinforcements. And they've also had another ally join the war, but it's probably too little too late. We're on 96% war score. Spoke too soon. Victory is ours. Disband the army. Send the troops home. Okay. Now let's develop our capital and maximize some more earnings, as she had no chance in murdering the Emir of Toledo. She is not Alfonso. But her talents lie in stewardship. She shall adapt accordingly. And now to disinherit the second daughter. We can also re-inherit her later. However, that does come at a cost to disinherit her. She will grow up to hate us, not understanding what we did. We will gain the stress level and become a drunkard purely because we want the patient trait for our daughter, because it's very valuable. While we wait to declare war on Toledo, we will continue expanding to the south while we can. If we let them grow, they will only attack us. We can't white peace them, even though they have more troops than us now. We'll head back south and attack them in the rear while they try and remove the siege. We have got another trait. This time we will go for, this is my domain, so we can extort subjects, and we can then buy some more mercenaries, as well as selling trivial titles. There, we'll have enough now to buy a lot of mercenaries, as much money as we can. Okay. We'll be able to destroy him now. We have 1,000 gold. A call to war by the King of Aragon. Oh, remember when you betrayed us? Very well. We'll take the prestige and we will make our allies stronger at the deficit of our enemies. Now we will attack them before they take back that occupied territory. We will raise a huge army of mercenaries and send them in to crush them. And in that one great big battle was one decisive victory. I shall now move to help the King of Aragon, who is struggling. The mercenaries can attack the enemy, whereas El Cid can go round and plunder Barcelona. Greatness awaits you. Let's give Teresa, my daughter and heir, the ambitious trait. In the south, Rodrigo is almost sacked Barcelona. And I have died. I am now playing as the 12-year-old Queen Teresa. Our realm has survived inheritance. I will make my father my guardian. And I gained a cat. Let's call it Paws. And we could pet the little cat. And there was victory in the east. And looks like Toledo's fallen apart as well a little bit. It didn't survive succession like we did, which is fantastic. The mark of a great leader is succession. So, we declared war on some of the remnant kingdoms and gained some territories very quickly. And we revoked the titles of the local emirs. This guy can just get executed. Let's change to a stewardship focus. I think that'll be more handy for us. You can't really go to war, I don't think. Go to battle. So we're going to try and murder the emir here because their realm has seemed to have reunited again. Ah, look, I have a claim now on all of the Duchy of Toledo, which is the western portion of his realm. There's this singular county here, so I'm going to try and get a claim on that as well. I have come of age now. I am 16. However, my education trait is the lowest it could be, which is a shame. We have got a Liberty faction forming here. We now have that claim. So let's declare war. Oh, look, he's in another war already, helping his ally against our enemy, which is fantastic. We'll declare war on him. It'll be a swift victory. We'll also measure time and distance and speed and how long it would take to assault the capital of the Dunderheads here. We don't need to imprison the Archbishop. We'll let him be for now. Oh, look, I gained the trade cat lover. Seems appropriate if we take that. Okay, we've taken the war target. And now I shall send my father, El Cid, over to... Oh, actually, I bought that turnaround. What's this? Minting new coins. Let's see if we can just debase the currency and gain something out of that. We'll turn our father around and assault the enemy positions. Which, of course, he was victorious. Now, let's head over to the Baryonic Islands. And take over that fortress. Now look, the Duchess is scraping. The Duchess of Portugal. I've not had a great relationship with Portugal in this campaign. So it's good that she's paid homage. And victory there. Disband the troops. I will now reinstall my sister's inheritance. And find her a nice partner with a good inheritable trait in case I don't get any heirs of my own. That way succession is secured. I will then grant them some of our titles because I've got too many. And they are obviously married matrilineally. Next on the list. Time to declare war in the south. Oh, look at that for a struggle clash. Okay, I just need another 600 more prestige. It's not a lot. I'm going to try and go for that. 9 prisoners here to ransom, or 3 to ransom. So I'm going to up my court grandeur and my court fashion in order to gain more prestige. I'll set my husband to assist ruler to gain more prestige. Oh, I've gained a rival, which is dangerous for me. He'll be out to get me, so let's try and sway him. Consent. Call a hunt. That will give us a lot more prestige. We'll head into this area to the east of the capital. However, we're going to have to hire a lot of people to keep us safe going through these territories. More attendants. Well, what we need is prestige out of this, so we'll get a substantial party size and lower on the attendance. Okay, we've just made camp, so soon it will start. Once everyone arrives, let's get out there. Okay, let's try and corner this stag for more prestige. And we didn't uh, get the opportunity, so let's just be honest so we don't lose any prestige any more than we have. And we gained a little bit there out of that. Not a great deal. Let's introduce a new court fashion then. I always know best and gained 350 prestige. Nice. I am pregnant with King Ramiro's son. Let's spend gold on swaying. Let's join another hunt for some more prestige, especially if we're successful at taking down the prey. Okay, we've arrived. These two I've just got these guys. Let's get them up so we can carry on with the hunt. They can do whatever they're doing later. Let's try and use a raptor to help us corner this beast. Oh, you got it. Well done. Oh, the hunt's been cut short because he's been attacked, or he's been called upon to go to war. King of Aragon has asked me to help him in a war against a Muslim Taifa in the east of the peninsula. We will help him and honor our alliance, as it certainly seems very one-sided over here. My son and heir is born, and we'll call him Salvador. Let's give him a marriage alliance with one of our council members who constantly seems to threaten me with rebellion. Marriage alliance will solve that issue. Look, we can no longer have such a big struggle clash. We can afford this one now, which is for the Kingdom of Valencia. We don't really need the Kingdom of Toledo at the moment, or the Toledo area. So we'll go straight for the capital because the boy should be stuck in there unless he's hidden somewhere else in his realm. We have best chances of just besieging that now. Oh, the Bells of Santiago. Now that wasn't what we wanted, but I'll take it. That's very interesting. Thank you very much. We will attack their enemies. We will attack their troops. And they've managed to split and withdraw. Of course, one contingent in the south. The Count of Soria seems to have come to pay homage. Okay, so that's one contingent defeated. looks like we're going to have to head north and defeat the second contingent, which has managed to escape. However, we caught up with them. And another victory. We have captured their war banner. Destroy it. We don't need it. However, my father is injured. Surely he will not die here. Okay, that's another victory outside the capital. Head into the countryside and take more of the realm, please. Okay, my son gained the trait pensive. And looks like we have a Mozarabic rebellion on our hands. And it seems like quite a big one. So I'm going to call in my allies just to sweep that up. And because they're in my realm, if any of the other rebellious factions have any bright ideas, they can join those other wars with relative ease and help fairly quickly before anything drastic happens in the situation. And just like that, victory in both. Disband the troops. Okay, fantastic. So we have what? We have 5 of 6 de jure vassal duchies, counties. So we need one more county. We're going to head south over here. Declare war just for that one county. Overwhelm his army in one swift battle. Victory. Now to make the kingdom of Valencia. Just like that. And we're pregnant at the same time. How beautiful. I'll see you next time.